Hi, I'm John Keogh. I'm one of the specialist obstetricians and gynaecologists at the San Hospital. You know, I was actually originally planning to go into general practice, and I thought I would be a rural general practitioner in a moderate-sized country town and maybe live in a farm just outside of town, because when I was a kid, I thought I'd be a farmer, and my father was always going to come and sit under a tree on my farm, and that was the plan. Now, as I went into general practice, I realised that was a different skill set, very broad knowledge over a wide range of things, and I felt to be a really good general practitioner, extremely difficult. So, but in following up that goal, my initial goal, I did a diploma of ONG, so that I could provide obstetric services as a rural GP. Well, it was eye-opening. I loved it. Of all the things I'd done, I hadn't really enjoyed general practice, but I was loving this obstetrics. So I thought, okay, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll go and do another year. So I went to England for a year and got a job as an obstetric registrar over there. Well, by the time I was about a third of the way through that, I knew that was a career for me. I knew that I was going to have to change my goal. So I did my first part of my membership in the UK while I was there and came back and continued training in Australia. Now, over time, I met my wife, and it became very clear to me that we were not going to be living in a country town. My wife is a city girl. She grew up in Cairo. She wasn't going to go to the country, and she's the brains in the outfit. She's the Professor, Dr. Badawi. So we ended up in the major city. I was originally thinking of being a staff specialist in a public hospital, and I was for about 13 years actually, 13 years, 3 years in Perth and 10 in Hornsby. And then the opportunity came up to go into private, and I thought, if I'm ever going to do it, I've got to do it now. And I got the opportunity to go and work with Andrew Booker, a fabulous colleague and one of my people here at the SAN, and we worked together there. And I thought, well, here you've got someone who you can absolutely trust, whose style is going to be similar to your own, and that's been a great partnership now for over 12 years. Being in private gives me the opportunity to have a one-to-one relationship with the person I'm looking after, extended out to their whole family. And lots of times we look after whole families, and I've looked after all the sisters, the cousins. There's one Vietnamese family, I've looked after every female in 3 generations. That's an incredible blessing, That's a wonderful thing. You're part of the community. I never go to the shops now without having a few people coming up and saying hello and showing me their kids, and that's wonderful. You really feel part of the community. And it's an intense time, a birth. You're sharing through what is a marvelous, exhilarating, but slightly terrifying experience, because we're not really 100% in control of it, are we? Reproduction teaches us we're creatures of nature rather than masters of nature, and it really is a time where we as doctors provide not just the technical skills that can provide a safe delivery, but the support and the caring and the love, really, that gets you through the pregnancy and lets you feel that you're safe and that things are under as much control as you can possibly have. And we can't always guarantee a good outcome. We can't always guarantee that things will be marvellous. But even when there is tragedy, we can make a difference to people's lives. And I see that, again, through miscarriage or through the rare situations where something bad happens during a pregnancy, we can still make a big difference to the way that is experienced, because there's a trust there that's come through time. I think the other thing for me about being in private practice is the continuity. I see people now through successive pregnancies. I've been here at the SAN for 12 years. There's several families I've delivered 5 children from. There's one group of 3 sisters I've delivered 3 babies each for. By that time, you're really part of that family's folklore and history. So it's a great privilege and blessing to be in practice as an obstetrician. I really enjoyed my time in the public system, but this has been a different experience. It's been a different focus. It's been deeper and more intense. The other one, in the public, I was able to provide care to a lot of people, but maybe not know them quite as well. In the private, what I've been able to do is to have a deeper relationship with a smaller number of people, maybe 200, 220 people a year I'm delivering. That's a wonderful experience of relationship and of seeing things progress. You know, I look back at some of the photos of the people I delivered when I first came here. First of all, I think, who is that young man? But also, I see those kids growing up. So now people are coming in, coming back with maybe they're coming back with gynae. Their children come with them. They're young adults now. It's a marvelous thing.